you don't have to name any names, but did you ever personally witness any steroid use behind the scenes in the WWF?
Yeah, I did.
So, like, everybody likes to paint this picture of just like rampant steroid use in the WWF. Would you say that steroid use in the WWF was more prevalent than in other territories you had worked in, or were you seeing the same thing everywhere you went?
By the time the steroids came along, I was seeing it everywhere. So it wasn't, it wasn't anything. I mean, okay, because of the WWF, because of Vince's move, it ended up that the WWF ended up being there were no, all the territories died, eventually because they couldn't compete with Vince.
Hmm.
And at that point, if you're going to be a pro wrestler, you've got one place to go, and that's to the WWF if you're serious about it. And so, but no, it wasn't. I don't think it was any more prevalent there than it was in any other territory.
I wouldn't think so. I would think that across wrestling, everybody's just, I mean, it's there and it's accessible. I mean, I'd imagine you could probably walk into any gym in the 80s and talk to somebody there and get your hands on steroids
Oh
if you
yeah,
wanted it badly.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I remember, like whenever we went to LA, we all worked out at Gos Gym in oh gosh, on oh, it's a famous gym down there. Uh, it's like right on the beach.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
They call it Muscle Beach.
yeah, call it Muscle Beach, and that gym. I mean, that's where I mean, and Schwarzenegger worked out there. I mean, there are a lot of celebrities that worked out in that gym. So,
Yeah, it's
but,
I would
and so I would go. I worked out. I mean, well, and even when I signed the contract with Vince, Vince said Ted, he said your work is great, but he says I would like to see you have a little more presence in the gym. And that's it. And I did. I mean, I started working out regularly. But the whole steroid thing was, I was kind of like I was afraid of steroids. It was kind of like because I would hear stories about people taking steroids, and then all of a sudden they've got cancer.
right.
That's because steroids does what? It makes things grow.
Yeah.
So and when I start hearing those stories, I go, nah, I don't care. I'll and did I ever? Yeah, I did a couple times, and then again, just my fear of it is kind of like I was more concerned about my personal health than I was looking like uh, Tony Atlas.
I'm with you. I think, and obviously guys like you and Jake proved that it's not a necessary thing to accomplish success in
Right,
wrestling.
right, right.